How's it going, guys? This is my Monday live stream. Do this every Monday. I thought I'd do it early in the morning instead of late in the afternoon when the market closes. But today the market was closed. But if you look at the U.S. stocks, ACBFF, it's open. So and it's up 10%, which is nice. So tomorrow we'll see a nice bounce on the Canadian one side. At least that's what I believe. Anyways, I was working at Superstore. It was kind of embarrassing because there was a customer that came to me and he's like, "Hey, are you a Aurora fanboy?" I'm like, "Crap." I'm like, "Yes, I'm a Aurora fanboy." And then he was talking to me. He's like, "Oh, what's going on with Aurora?" It's like, like, why would Aurora pay so much money for Medreleaf? Why didn't they acquire Aphria instead?" And I told him that I believe that Medreleaf uh was better for Aurora because of their mindset of diversification and high quality. And so I went through all of Medreleaf's videos and I was watching it, and they seem like a pretty good company. I mean, uh they have like 12 science guys, like 12 PDH guys, like really really smart guys making the products consistently. And Aphria doesn't really, and they have a diverse product portfolio, and Aphria doesn't really have that. And then it also helps them with the Canamed because Canamed, they have a really big facility. They have like 97,000 square feet, right? And they're not probably using it to their full capacity. So with Metrolief, they can totally increase that 7,000 kilograms to maybe 10 or above. So that really helps them out there. And then on top of that, the all the medical like all the information they have from Canamed, man, it feels depressing when only one person is watching you. I guess it was a little early, but with all of Canamed's information and then all of Metroleaf's information, they'll have a lot of information on medical patients, and that will help them really help them internationally because in Germany right now, a doctor prescribes you your medication and then they recommend your brand. But and in Metrolief, or let's say the Royal new company, Canamed and Metrolief combined, they give these doctors a lot of recommendations. They give these doctors a lot of information about cannabis, and that will really help them to figure out how to prescribe these medical patients with the right product for to help them. So right there, that would really help Aurora sell product in Germany. And like, who cares about Canada? Canada wholesale is like $5.50 60 at least for my research. So hey dude, great subject to talk about. I'm actually planning on posting a new video today on why Aurora chose to make a deal with Metroleaf. I have reasons like strong brand. Yeah, they also Metroleaf also has a very strong brand. Like they won a lot of awards, so basically they are the top. Like they have like the highest quality cannabis dry cannabis brand in the United States. Are you able to? Are they able to acquire both? Can they acquire Aphria? Yes, they can. They technically can acquire Aphria if they wanted to, if shareholders approve. Because at the end of the day, we don't matter. I don't matter. I have 160,000 shares. Like, I don't matter. It's the rich people that matters. Those like it's Cancord. Terry Booth's also taking a huge hit by acquiring Metroleaf. The value of his stock has gone down dramatically, right? So it's like every single management, but they still want to. They still want to. We don't matter because our share amount is probably not very much. Maybe like 10,000, 30,000. I'm talking about the guys that have millions and millions of shares. Those are the guys that should care, right? So Oh, I thought someone. Oh, I think my cat's clawing at the door. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments. If they acquire both, Aurora shares will drop to 50 cents. No, not really. This is what I think will happen. I'm gonna explain it. Okay, so when Aurora paid liquor stores $103 million for the, I think it was like 10 million shares or something. Um, for 25%, like 20% of the company. Anyways, I watched the liquor store stock. I bought it at $12, so I made a big mistake. So once that transaction was over, the amount of shares increased, the market cap increased, and then a couple of days later, the stock started dropping all the way down to like $10. So, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as the Medreleaf shareholders don't just like go in and then sell out, the stock should stay at $8. That's just my opinion, though. Aurora should push the listings to the New York Stock Exchange, like Canopy submitted on the. That's a good point. That's the something I wanted to talk about. Aurora, there's no doubt in my mind, if Canopy made it onto New York Stock Exchange, Aurora is not gonna attempt to do it too. They meet the requirements to be on the New York Stock Exchange. It just they need to apply. That's it. If Canopy can apply, the New York Stock Exchange is not gonna be like, oh no, we only want Canopy. We don't want anyone else. That's just retarded. Of course they're gonna take other people because it's money at the end of the day, guys. So, I totally see Aurora moving on to the New York Stock Exchange. They probably want to wait. They probably want to wait until, like, let's say, um, until they fully merge with Medreleaf first before they apply because they don't want to screw anything up. So it's gonna be a while before it happens. At least this is what I believe. So I'm guessing they'll move on to the New York Stock Exchange in probably like October or September once they finish merging with Medreleaf. Um, Interesting times right now we're in. That's what I think. Let's see any more comments. Terry Booth is the main reason he said he wanted to have the biggest cannabis market in Canada, which you know in Ontario, and I don't have to tell you. But Medreleaf has a huge presence in Ontario. Yeah, they have a huge presence in basically Western Canada. Oh, sorry, Eastern Canada. So, Aurora has a big presence in Western Canada. Medreleaf has a big presence in Eastern Canada. Combined, they can really compete with Canopy in Canada, and in Europe, they basically own Europe. They're like so far ahead in Europe compared to Canopy and other competitors because of the Medreleaf merger. At least this is what I believe, and we'll find out eventually when those financial reports come out. So I was doing some math, right? So combined with Canamed, Medreleaf, and Aurora, all the facilities combined, by August, I believe, by like the end of July, I believe that they could produce about 10,000 kilograms per month with all their facilities. Um, so, sorry, 10 million grams per month. So let's say if they manage to sell every single gram, and let's say they got like an average of like, I don't know, $6. That's like $150 million per quarters. That's huge amount of money. So 570 kilograms per year is gonna be tough to sell, but it'll be amazing if they actually manage to sell every single gram they ever produce. I don't think it'll happen, but I think they're gonna end up with some over excess inventory, but they'll manage to sell everything they produce at the beginning though. Like I think up to like 200,000 kilograms easily. They can easily sell that. Over that, it's gonna be challenging. Don't you feel that the stock is too diluted? Way too many shares out. Canopy moves much quicker. Well, the shares are diluted, but at the end of the day, it's also the mentality of like the average shareholder, right? When they look at like let's say for example, you look at Google and you look at Apple, right? Apple obviously is the more expensive stock. They have like 7 billion shares, right? And Google only has like I think a billion shares. So like when you look at Google, you don't want to buy Google. You want to buy uh Apple because Apple it looks cheaper because of the share price. So people would just gradually gravitate to Apple versus them moving to Google. So that's how I see it, right? Like when Canopy is $100 and Aurora is like what, like $15, would you want to buy $100 stock or would you want to buy a $15 stock? Not taking into account that you're a very good trader. I'm talking about like the average person, right? Because like let's say if like a million people bought into Aurora, right? Like let's say down the road, like two or 3 years down the road, when they have a big enough presence, that's a lot of money. Okay, so let's see. Shares your opinion on big moves up today by the most cannabis sector. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on right now. Maybe there's some big news that the U.S. managed to, my cat again, that the U.S. managed to grab a hold of, and that's the reason why the stock moved up today. But I don't know. I really don't know why it moved up today, but it feels nice that it's moving up 10%. Tweet IPO investor buying every single since 2014 went all in $2. No, 2 years ago. Oh, that's nice. I wish I knew about cannabis stocks back in the day, like back when like I don't know when like Justin Trudeau was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna legalize cannabis," and then I should have like, "Oh, maybe I should look for cannabis stocks to invest into." I didn't even realize that until my friend brought it to me because he saw it on the news. So it's I mean it's funny how things work out, but whatever. I still got in at a good time. I'm still happy with my position. I should have sold out more at $14, but whatever. It's life. You can't always get everything perfect. I do think the future of cannabis is Aurora. I feel like today is the day cannabis becomes the past. That'd be nice. I made a video 11 months ago or 10 months ago saying Aurora will be the number one company in Canada. I choose to believe in my company, and it's happening right now. So yeah, I'm not switching to Canopy. Sorry. I prefer Aurora way more than Canopy. Aurora's gonna be number one. Why would I want to switch from a number one to a number two? That would just make no sense. Yeah, I don't know. Some people just don't like me. Some people don't like the video, or maybe because because they want me to buy Canopy. I'm not, so they dislike my video. So that's just whatever. Yeah, I should have. I should have sold, but I was greedy. I always had the mind term of long term investor, right? So I was like, oh, I know that the stock was overinflated. I knew the stock was in a bubble, but I don't know. I thought maybe it could move up higher. So I kind of got greedy, and I was holding. I did sell out a decent chunk. Like I did have, I think at a point I had like 230,000 shares of Aurora, and I now have 160,000. So I did sort of a junk, but then I lost some of it too on liquor stores. Right? Like I used that money to buy liquor stores and other stocks, and then like I lost on liquor stores because I was looking at liquor stores and I was like, Why am I not investing in this company? It's so cheap. It's $350 million, and they're already an established company. And then I was talking to my friend at work, and he told me that he believes that because liquor store is not a speculation stock, because liquor store is already an established business, they don't get that bonus that all the speculation stocks are getting right now. Yeah, thanks for watching. The animation clips, I should be able to get back to them more next month. This month is a little busy for me, so that's why I'm just kind of doing live action, because it's easier, it's faster. I don't have to do editing. It takes me what, like 30 minutes at most to do one of those videos, instead of like 5 hours, 10 hours sometimes to make a live action. I mean, sorry, an animation video, which is, I don't know, it's time consuming. My cat name is Kit Kat. We were thinking of a name, and my brother was like Kit Kat, and then I was like, oh, that makes sense. So we called it Kit Kat. You, um, I guess. Wow, I already blew fast 17 minutes. That's crazy. Uh, let's see, what can I put on? Okay, let's say they managed to produce 30 million grams per quarter, and they sold every gram at $5 average. Let's just say, for just to make it easy, like the lowest you can go, let's say it's $5, right? $5 times 30 million grams is $150 million per quarter. We will see $150 million from Aurora very, very soon here. This is what I truly believe. So I can't wait for that. Now I guess let's just end it off. It's already been uh 18 minutes. This is probably gonna be a very boring video. 20 minutes too long. A lot of, like, what I noticed with my analytics, people have a very short attention span. Sorry to say. My view counts is like, I think the highest is like 3 minutes and 55 seconds. So not a lot of people watch for like very long. The average people don't watch that long. They like to watch shorter videos versus longer videos. But YouTube wants you to make want you to have as much watch time as possible. So it's kind of like conflicts with each other a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to move or I want to stay in Alberta. Right now, I'm comfortable where I am. Maybe in like a few years, I might move somewhere. Okay, so yeah, when when I watch my own videos, so you saying that you think I'm not an intellectual person. I don't think I'm that very intellectual. I think that, like, there are way smarter people in this world than me. And a lot of people with a lot of talent. Like, but what I am is I'm motivated. I'm way motivated than the average person. So I would take the extra mile to do something versus somebody else. Like, for example, right? None of my friends, like, all my friends go in the stock market, but none of them do research. All of them just listen to me because they don't know what the hell they're doing. And then on top of that, they won't take big risks too. So it's like, I don't know. It's just like, and then they talk better than me. Like, I sound like, my English sounds broken and it sounds fobbish. and like English is the only language I know. So honestly, I think there's something wrong with me. But hey, I managed to get rich. I managed to go from nothing like 2 years ago. Like 3 years ago, I had like what, like 300, like $250,000 in the bank. Now I have like close to $2 million. I did get lucky off AMD with artificial intelligence, and then the the cannabis was, I think, was lucky too, right? Because my friend told me about it. So, but Namaste, we'll see, right? Namaste is my, like, my own found, my own pick. I choose to believe in the company, and I'm gonna watch it, and I've done a lot of research on it. I understand the company's concept, and I'm gonna wait and see how the story develops over time. I think their sales license is the most important right now. They need that sales license to order to really skyrocket the stock. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's already been like 20 minutes. Each updates. Bye.